The message had no subject, just one line. Asterisk, I filed for divorce. Please don't contact me again. Asterisk. It hit my inbox while I sat on a metal cot in a remote outpost in northern Iraq. The frame creaked under my weight, rifle propped against the wall, fine sand clinging to my skin, my gear, everything. I wasn't sweating from the heat. I was numb from something colder. 2 hours later, my buddy Stone confirmed it. She'd cleaned out the joint account. Every dollar of combat pay, hazard bonuses, savings, gone. Perfectly timed, right after my paycheck hit. She knew exactly what she was doing. I didn't lash out. No angry messages. No questions. Just one word. Noted. 8 years married. 2 before I enlisted. 6 after. She said she'd wait. That she was proud. I believed her. I sent videos when I could, letters when I couldn't. She'd cry on the calls. Said she missed me. Said she loved me. Lies, all of it. Turns out, barely 2 months after I deployed, she moved someone else in. His name was Derek. He drove my truck, slept in my bed, fed my dog, probably laughed under the same roof I once called home. I saw their vacation photos online while I sat in bunkers stitching up wounds. While I dug into dry ground for cover, they posted beachside cocktails and matching swimsuits. And I watched quietly from the other side of the world. But I didn't break, didn't scream, didn't plot revenge in a haze of rage. I got still, because combat doesn't teach you to react. It teaches you to wait. Wait for the shot. Wait for the opening. Wait until the enemy is sure you're broken. She thought I was helpless. Overseas. Disconnected. She didn't know who she was dealing with. First move, I rerouted my direct deposit. Quietly. A single form to finance. The next paycheck went to a private account. She didn't even notice. Second move, I called a lawyer. Someone who owed me a favor. Power of attorney, signed before I left, was still valid. She'd forgotten. With it, we filed for a delay in divorce proceedings. No approval needed from her. Just time. Bought and paid for in silence. Third move, I had the property evaluated. Turns out Derek had a record, assault, narcotics. Using that, we requested an emergency transfer of custody. Not of a child, of my dog. The judge agreed. 3 months later, I came home. No fanfare, no social media posts. Just a rental car parked a few blocks away, and a slow walk to what used to be my front door. Lights were on. Music played. Her laughter floated out through an open window. I knocked once. She opened the door, smiled lazy, until she saw me. It dropped from her face like a mask slipping. What are you doing here? Coming home. You can't just... I own the house, I replied. Her eyes narrowed. No, it was never in your name. You never asked the right questions, I said. Then I handed her a folder. Title deed transferred under power of attorney. Custody approval for my dog. Proof of ownership of the truck. All legal. All signed. All hers once. Now all mine. Derek wandered into the hallway shirtless, a beer in hand. Tried to puff his chest. I didn't blink. You both need to leave. He looked to her for confirmation. She tried to speak, but her voice cracked. He's bluffing. I took out my phone. Hit play. A video, grainy, time-stamped, played from my living room camera. Derek shouting at my dog, raising a shoe, swinging. She was in the background, wine glass in hand, laughing. I paused the clip. I filed that with the court last week. I said. Judge didn't find it funny. They packed fast. I gave them 20 minutes. She left with a box. Derek gave me the finger from the car. I didn't move, just stood with my dog at my side, watching as they disappeared. Inside, the house smelled like smoke, cheap beer, and regret. Our pictures were gone, replaced with theirs. I took those down, one at a time, and fed them to the fire pit in the backyard. Didn't say a word, just cleaned. She tried to retaliate, claimed emotional distress, accused me of manipulation. My lawyer responded with a thick binder of receipts, screenshots, surveillance footage, every lie she'd told, every dollar she spent on Derek, his car, his ink, Their trips. The court froze the divorce proceedings and ordered a financial review. Her assets were seized. Her email arrived a few days later. Can we please settle this peacefully? I replied with one word. Noted. Final hearing was short. She looked drained. Smaller than I remembered. Derek wasn't there. He'd been arrested 2 weeks prior. Possession. Resisting. I walked out with the house, the truck, the finances, and my dog. She walked out with nothing. I didn't turn back. Didn't gloat. I don't tell this story for pity or applause. I tell it because people think quiet means powerless. They think silence is surrender. It's not. It's patience. She ended our marriage with a line of text. I ended her fantasy with a file full of facts. And she'll remember it because I didn't raise my voice. I just waited and answered with action,